We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And just shutting him off there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 31 yards there to 1st down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7. Now Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got him. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run with Hall. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn. To hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
163 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing is Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it. H8. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now Tua going to change the play. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. Now 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Tua. Loose inside the 30. He's got room to roam. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carry goes his way. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first look is incomplete. When you talk about this Jet. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
All right, let's go.
Achane on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdle it.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Achane now up the middle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground game with Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's good. First down. First and 10.
Tua now on first down. That's caught Waddle on the left side. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know.
Touchdown! Durham Smythe, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. That's complete right side to Lazard. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On second down, a run by H.A. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On play action, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
They give him a gain of 37.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
24. Ready.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
At the 37-yard line.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A give up the middle to A-Chain. Powerful running. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. $74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. We'll get this up to about the 44.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted the third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That two is going to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Rodgers going to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
20, TX.
From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
Got a man, that's Lazard. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
31, Jets 24.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 24.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll give to Hall. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
It leads to second and 10.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. There he goes again. And off the way in from Miami, touchdown. Devon A-Chain, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Over. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here we go.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Evan Lazard. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Rodgers, a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And again, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers, now when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Hit as he throws in.
It's Madden NFL 24. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Steelers and the...
On first down, Tagovailoa.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Dolphins, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 33, here's second down at a yard. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Here's Tua. And that's incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
70. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I would be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff. And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the...
There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
I'll pick up the 44 yards on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's A-Chain on the give. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now 2 are going to change the play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Jets at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
19, Charger, 9, on the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, held back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
Touchdown, Jets! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touch. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
44.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This one deep for Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the 8 to a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. It's Hill, complete. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He finds Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Steps away. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That is caught and out across midfield down to the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it could serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way in.
touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Jets 21.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He dumps this. And a loose football. Yeah, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Tua sets up to pass it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picks it off. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe-tap.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Looking to pass. Tua out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, it's H.A. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa finds Hill on the crossing route. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Jets have got it.
Onside kick is recovered by the Jets.
No.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Rodgers now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Jets.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll run with Hall. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Jets get a bit closer. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
44. Ready. 32
The two is going to change things up. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. A run now from A-Chain. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? A-Chain. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They run for it. A-Chain. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. He's up to the 20, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Celtics.
H.A. now up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run for it with H.A. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown Jets. Garrett Wilson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's 1st and 10.
26.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hall want to give up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's 1st down. Rodgers to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Tagovailoa. That is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 13-yard line in the red zone. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Finding Watkins, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing Tua, being chased out left.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Tua. Forced out. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
This pass out wide to Hall. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's second down and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But just a massive play there to get him to the outskirts of field goal range. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's second down. Now Rodgers. This for all the marbles. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range.